Hello, it's Simon from Blue Forest, the treehouse people. We design and build amazing treehouses all over the world, and we're really excited today because we've just received this Brinno bundle. It's the BCC5000 bundle, and it's got their new TLC 5000 4K time-lapse camera in. So we use time-lapse cameras to record the different construction projects we do, and this is going to be really exciting because it's got a whole load of new technology really going to help us on site. We've been using the Brinno TLC 200 Pro, which is a fairly simple time-lapse camera, and it's worked well, but we've had some frustrations with a few little things, and I think this new camera, the TLC 5000, is going to solve all of those problems, so we're really excited. So let's just unbox it. It only arrived today, so this is really fresh. This must be the camera itself. Looks very smart. It's got all the information on the box as well. So we've got the 4K time-lapse camera, construction power housing, the camera clamp pro, and the rechargeable battery. So you can see the front of the box there. So looking inside, we've got a Welcome to Brinno's Priority Club, the 4K construction time-lapse quick start guide, and then on the top of the box, just packaged really neatly, we've got the camera itself. All right, wow, okay, this looks like it's the construction waterproof housing. So that looks like it's going to be really well built. It's larger than I expected it's going to be, but actually I really like that because it's significant. It just gives you the feeling that it's really well built. It looks really rugged. It's got two different compartments. I think the camera goes into the top compartment. You've got a little plug there to connect up the battery compartment. And then a clever feature, separate housing for the battery here. You can fit 3 different batteries. So that's going to be really useful because that's going to give us ages. We'll be able to set this camera up and just leave it and forget about it. So I think that's a great idea. And it looks like you've got a couple of USB-C ports there for data and power in. So that looks cool. Chunky, robust, weatherproof housing. Just put this to one side. So this must be the camera itself. So one of the nice features of this new camera is that it's fully rechargeable. So that's going to be brilliant because the old Brinno camera that we used took AA batteries. That was the TLC 200 Pro, and it did last for a long time, so you could leave that set up, but obviously you're throwing batteries away, so this is much more sustainable. We can recharge the batteries. That's really neat. It's a nice size. There's a few key little bits of information up the side, how regularly you want it to take a frame: 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. We've got a start-stop button. Obviously it's got a little lens protection sticker on at the moment. Pretty sure these will be lights up the side telling you which settings you've selected, and it looks like a Wi-Fi signal indicator. That looks really good. It's not too heavy. It's a nice size. I'm guessing the battery housing will be going in here. Yeah, so the battery will go in the back. That obviously added a little bit of weight to it. You can put a battery in there and then another 3 batteries in the housing. Basically 4 batteries in total, so that's going to be useful for extended constructions, phases and things like that where you want a camera up for a long time. So we'll have a little look what else is in the box. Okay. Ah, nice. Okay, this looks like the camera clamp. So again, this feels really well built. It's solid metal. Just open the packaging up. Okay, yeah, that is a really nicely engineered clamp there. So that will hold the camera whether we're fixing to a building or a pole or something like that. I'm guessing it will have a tripod connection for the underneath of the weatherproof housing or on the back of it. So yeah, that's going to be brilliant, and it just feels really solid. You'd have lots of confidence that that's going to hold the camera up through different weather and use that it's going to get on a construction site where things need to be robust. So that's good. And I think the last thing in the main box here is the camera battery. Oh, great. So they've supplied 2 batteries, which is fantastic. Again, they feel like a nice size. So it's just got a little message on there to charge before use. We'll get the camera charged up and we'll have a better look. We've unpackaged everything, and now we've got the majority of our new and exciting Brinno TLC 5000 4K time-lapse camera here. We're just going to piece together some of these bits and test the camera by putting a battery into it. So yeah, let's take the camera first. So we'll just open the battery housing, undo that, and so recommends charging directly through this USB-C input, and we're just going to pop the battery in here. That's great, that seems to be in. Don't know if we have to press anything there yet. We'll just replace the housing and lock that. Great, so we've got a little light showing, so the battery's working. Right, so we've got the camera and the battery, and you can just press start, stop. We haven't linked it up with Bluetooth to the phone or laptop yet, but that's brilliant. And I think before we get into the camera settings and everything like that, what we're going to do is we're just going to get the waterproof housing ready so that we can set that up on site. So I think the next thing here is this Brinno clamp. First thing is looking at the quick start guide is just to fix this little clamp on the base of the housing. So we'll just do that. So the next thing, we'll just pop one of these. So it's basically like a tripod mount. Right, so that's the clamp on there nice and securely. So we're going to mount the camera onto a pole. So you can mount this in various ways. So you could change the clamp so that it fits onto a table, and then in which case you'd set the camera up there. But we're going to be going onto a pole, so we're going to want it horizontally. We'll go like that. There's a quick release feature here, so that would go on the mount. Yeah, so that will get clamped onto our time-lapse mount like that on site. We'll just release that for now so that we can make things a little bit more easy. You've got a couple of spacers here, so I think these can be used in place of this metal bar, so that if you've got a very large item that you want to clamp around, you can use the spacers. We're just going to look at how we would position the camera in the waterproof housing. There's this convenient little platform. It's adjustable in there. It feels like it's got a magnetic clamp. That's a really nice little feature because it just sits in there securely. It's kind of reassuring as it clamps in. So the camera's got a tripod mount on the bottom, so we can just screw that in here. Yeah, everything just feels really nicely built. It's really secure. You can see that fits on there nicely. In here, there's a memory card that's been supplied with the camera. So that's great, 64 gig micro SD card with an adapter, and a little rubberized lens protector that can just go around the edge there. So that's nice. So we'll just peel off the lens sticker, and then that just slides in here. We can plug in the USB-C connection for the external batteries, and then we'll just slide that into the housing. And there's some lockable rings there that we could just put a padlock through, so that would make it extra secure on site. Brilliant, so that's the camera inside the housing. We haven't charged yet the extra battery, but just to show you how that would go in. In here we've got 1, 2, 3 slots. We just put that in there. You get a little light up, tells you that that's gone into the housing. Lock it. Brilliant. So that's the camera in the weatherproof housing, ready to go. Let's have a go at connecting the camera up. We'll just take it out of the weatherproof housing. And then there's a QR code on the back to scan. So we'll do that. So that takes us through to a page on the Brinno website. and we can register the camera, and we've got a camera managing site which says use Chrome on PC or Mac to visit brinno.com/support BCC5000 and connect your camera. So let's do that. I'll just put that into the browser, which I've already done. So that takes you through to a web page here, and we can connect the camera using Bluetooth to configure the camera and connect it to Wi-Fi, or we can open a multi-camera system. So obviously we are just doing one camera, so we're going to click this. It's already recognized a TLC connection, so we'll go ahead and press that and we'll pair it. We've got the SD card status, camera settings, and register the camera, which we'll do later. So we'll just go into the camera settings and have a quick look at what we can do there. So it looks like we can take a photo. We have to stop recording before we can do that. We can start recording. We can schedule recordings. So these are all really useful features. So with the old Brinno camera that we were used to using, you couldn't take a photo to see what the camera could see. We'll see whether we can do that now. So it's just connecting to the camera over Bluetooth. A picture there, that's going to be really useful when you're on site. So with the old Brinno cameras, we used to have to start a time-lapse recording and then look back at that to see how it worked. There was a little bit of kind of guesswork with setting the camera. That's going to take all the guesswork out, so that's going to be brilliant. We'll be able to see exactly what's in frame, what the lighting looks like, change the settings. So the idea of this is obviously we can connect the camera to Wi-Fi. So let's just have a look, see whether we can do that. So we've got a little bit of information here about what's going on with the camera. It seems like it's trying to find a connection. And then on the camera, we've just got a little blue symbol which was flashing. It's come up solid blue, so now we know we're connected to the Wi-Fi. So that's brilliant. That was really simple, straightforward, not difficult at all. And I think the next thing we'll do is we'll start taking a time lapse on site, and we'll see what that footage looks like, and we'll share that with everyone. After connecting the Wi-Fi, we can open the multi-camera system, and here you can check everything. So you can see whatever your camera's facing on site. So there you can see the camera capturing our building outside. It just seems like a really lovely bit of kit. Obviously the 4K resolution is going to be a massive improvement, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the footage looks like. It's going to be a breeze to set up on site. The fact that we can check the photos before we start a time lapse. Yeah, it'll be really good. Test out the rechargeable batteries and see how long they last. So we've got the TLC 5000 4K Brinno camera, which is really nice. Pleased with that. Love the new features. Love the 4K resolution. Love the rechargeable batteries, and also the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, which I think is going to make a big difference to kind of how it manages light and quality of the image. We've got the ATH 5000 construction housing, which is really robust, and also the ACC 5000 Camera Clamp Pro, which is just feels really well built and like it's going to be a very secure way of fixing the camera on site. So looking forward to testing out this kit and telling you how it goes.